The biggest news of the summer is the Lauri Markkanen trade to the Warriors. Will the Jazz give him up? Can the Warriors match Danny Ainge's price? Kuminga, is he gone? Is he a non-tradable? What about Brandon Pajemski, the all-rookie player? Are we going to give him up or are we going to keep him? Not the best photo here. What about Moody? Is he going? Trade assets, draft picks, and more. What is happening in Warriors land? Well, it feels like it's farther than ever. We have news from the Jazz side and the Warriors side that is telling us this trade isn't going to happen. We're going to break it down for you on this episode of Warriors Digest. Folks, you know, if you're here a lot, your boy Randy Silver has all the Warriors news for you multiple times a day. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Warriors Digest, where we break down the biggest Warriors news across everything. And before we get into the video, we always do some fan feedback. User, thank you for your latest news. Wishing you good luck from Odisha, India. We have a global fan base here, Warriors Digest. We know Golden State Warriors have a global fan base. Thank you so much for being here. Dalvin, new to the channel. Love the content. Appreciate you being. If you're new as well, hit subscribe so you get notified when new videos drop. Diego, Randy, you are a Bay Area legend in the making. Love from East Oakland. Used to live in the Bay for quite a while. Let's go. Thank you all for all the love. Now, hopefully, you'll love this video when we talk about Markkanen. So, Lauri Markkanen, trade rumors. Jazz, not shopping star, would need a no-brainer offer. Again, this isn't crazy new. We knew this, kind of. Danny Ainge wants something that's too good to be true. Just like you would see on ESPN, TNT, these reporters, Woes, Sham, they give periodic updates, so we're making sure to get you updated when we hear new news. So Brian Windhorst and the Hoop Collective, Tim McMahon noted that while the Jazz are not actively shopping Markkanen, they would potentially move him if they receive an offer that's too good to pass up. The Jazz, I don't believe, are shopping him. His quote, but if you give them an offer they can't refuse, they take it. There's been nothing close to an offer they can't refuse. We apparently offered multiple first-round picks and Moody, but yet this isn't good. They want Brandon more than they want Kuminga, but giving up Brandon or Kuminga to me is detrimental to your future. I see them as future All-Stars. Kuminga, potentially future All-Pro. Pajemski, I did that again. Kuminga and Pajemski, Pajinga. I need to trademark that. Pajemski has the chance of being a future All-Pro once or twice, but I think Kuminga is more consistent at doing that. So, as we reported also earlier, there have been a pile of teams that have shown interest in Markkanen. The Heat, the Warriors, Spurs, Kings. Kings off that list because they went ahead and they got DeMar DeRozan. Heat, they don't have a lot of draft capital, so they have to give up probably some of their young core players, which I know they don't want to. Same with the Warriors. Spurs have plenty of draft capital. They could get him being Danny Ainge, and the Jazz 4 or 5 first-round picks if they really wanted to. However, the Jazz look like they're expected to prioritize a Markkanen extension. And let's talk about that for a second, because this is a little bit breaking news that helps paint this picture. Not the right photo. Right here. So Bobby Marks, ESPN Insider. The Jazz have announced they've waived Kenneth Lofton Jr. and Darius Bazley. Why does that matter? Both player contracts were set to be guaranteed $400,000 if they were on the roster past July 25th. Utah has $38 million in cap space. To reach the minimum salary floor, Utah has to spend $24 million by the first day of the regular season. I know I'm going up a bit. Yes, we need even numbers for the sake of conversation. The window to renegotiate the $18 million Lauri Markkanen contract begins August 6th. So let's break that down. Again, this means that you have to spend $24 million. That is what the salary cap is. The minimum. You have to spend that on your roster. In baseball, they don't have that, so that's why you see some rosters 30, 40, 30 is too low. Like 60 to 80 million. Like it seems like they're tanking. Then you got the Yankees, the Mets, massive rosters of 300, 400, 200 million, whatever it may be. But they don't have a salary cap. You can do what you want. NBA, NFL have where you have to spend a certain amount of money. So now if I go to here, the total salary for the roster, to put it to us, is 177 million. We are 534,000 below the first tax apron. We look here at the total salary. Let me make this bigger. Oops. 1 second. I got to turn this off. Okay, here we go. The salary cap is 140 million. You see that on the top right. NBA salary cap 140 million. That means teams have to have at least $140 million on their roster in terms of going to the players. Warriors were at 176 million. The first apron's 178 million. We're like 177 actually. And we can't go over it because we're hard capped. So if I go back to the marketing, was it this one? No, it was this one. Nope, wrong one. So that means Utah has to spend 24 million. So they're at, if the minimum is 140 million, they have to spend 24 million. That means they're at $116 million. So this kind of shows, hey, we're gearing up to give Markkanen a contract extension or somebody else on their roster. More often, more likely than not, it's Lauri Markkanen. So he would get a $6 million raise, which is 1/3 of 18 million. So that's a 33% increase at the minimum. More likely, you think if they got 37 million salary cap space, maybe they give him 30 million. So then you're getting a $12 million raise, a 60% increase. Pretty good. So that is telling you from the Utah side, it's not looking good for a trade with the Warriors. Now, what about the Warriors side? Joe Lacob, our team governor, said the Warriors don't want to trade Podziemski, Kuminga, amid Markkanen rumors. If Golden State Warriors are going to trade for Lauri Markkanen, they won't necessarily be eager to give up Podziemski or Kuminga. And Governor Joe Lacob said this to the Athletics' Tim Kawakami, that they don't want to give up on either player after they emerged as key pieces for the team last season. Kuminga, second half of the season when he started, exploded. Podziemski, first team all-rookie. We also reported earlier, Mark Stein said Kuminga would be the player Golden State would rather give up than Podziemski, which was a little bit surprising to me. I think they're both non-negotiable, non-tradable. They think Brandon's fit next to Steph is a bit better than Kuminga, and his long-term potential to be the future point guard is more valuable. Stein did note Warriors' offer to Markkanen has been built around Moody and draft compensation, as I mentioned earlier. Kuminga, he can become a restricted free agent next offseason. Right now, we can extend him and not have to worry about that. He's eligible for a 5-year, $224 million deal. We've seen Scotty Barnes receive that deal. We saw Wagner with Magic receive a deal like that. So we're seeing people in his draft class get paid. Podziemski, going into his second year, he's earning like $3-4 million. I think I have it right here. Yep. Where is he at? Podziemski is earning $3 million this year. Kuminga's earning $7 million. But again, first team all rookie, was vital in Steve Kerr's rotation. Had a great summer with Team USA. Did a nice job with us. Call it great with the summer league team. Didn't play the last couple games. So they are looking very solid. But it comes down to this. Are Utah looking to extend Podziemski? Markkanen. If they are, then you know what? The chances for the Warriors to sign him going to be tough. You're going to have to give up a lot of draft capital and player assets to make that salary work. So if you were to do that, and I broke this down a bunch of videos, say it's currently at the 18 million, it won't be. That trade's not happening. Then you could do GP2 and Looney. You could do Moody and Looney, plus probably one more player like Waters. But if it goes up to 24 to 30 million, then you're in the range of having to trade probably Wiggins or you'd have to do GP2, Looney, and Moody to make the money work. But we know Utah's not looking for win-now players. They want young players to build with and draft capital. So it's going to be tough. So you got to let me know, what are your thoughts? It's not looking good, and it's disappointing because he is kind of at, I like to say, cherry on top of a great offseason. Some people in the comments said, and I saw that, said, hey, he's not a cherry, he's a whole dessert. You get what I'm saying. We've had a nice offseason, bring in some players like Melton, Anderson, Waters in the trade, healed from the 3. So we become a well-rounded team. Help the salary cap get out of the penalties by Chris leaving. We've not re-signed Clay, of course. Now the question is, can we get that proven second scorer? But we'll find out. Post second round pick, Beekman. Plowden was signed as a two-way player. We've done some stuff. Let me just show this again. Jackson Rowe signed a training camp contract, did nice. So we'll keep you updated as we hear more things. And you'll know when Warriors Digest puts out a new video by subscribing and keep those notifications open. Comment your thoughts. We'll see you on the next video.